of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Brooklyn, New York. Here is the Olympic silver medalist and the two-time unified heavyweight champion of the world, introducing Big Daddy Riddick Bowe. Fighting out of the blue corner, introducing the big heavyweight undefeated in his campaign with a record of 8 wins, no losses, with 7 wins coming by way of knockout. At just 20 years of age, here is the young, undefeated heavyweight hopeful known as the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury.
These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got to walk the walk.
Todd, it's one of my favorite venues. You can't.
Why you don't want to go though?
What a great venue and what a
word.
great matchup.
I like good words. If you're not spreading a good word, if you don't have a good word as a preacher and it doesn't connect with me, I don't like it.
Well, how do you know if you don't go in there?
I went in there and I didn't like the church she took me to.
Been waiting a
The
long
word was
time
nothing.
to square off.
You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
He had on.
Yeah. You can't be mad at his past trauma. I feel like that too. Like I had my preacher. He got caught doing some things in the baptismal hall, the bath was that. One of the ladies at the church back in the day, and that ruined it for me. Seeing your pastor do it, because you look at the pastor as like, you know what I mean? Yeah, you're the one that's telling us all the information.
My pastor, he was embezzling funds.
And you asked me why I don't want to go to church.
That was back in the day, though. But listen, there's good people, there's bad people. At the end of the day, I feel like God is watching you.
Yes, sir.
So it doesn't matter who's even giving the word. You took out the time of the day to give him at least an hour of your time.
Shout out to Pastor Noel Jones.
Who was that?
I think that's his name. Compton, yeah. He has, man, he's one of the best preachers I've ever heard in my life. Man, I mean, he touched the surfboard.
That's good, man. Well, you know, I have somebody preaching to me all the time, man. Reverend AD.
Yeah.
Reverend AD.
Sometimes it's not about great things, but
Job done, man.
Yeah. Well, yeah, let's talk about something, man. I'm a little pissed off at my homie, man, Wiz Khalifa, man.
What happened with Wiz?
He went on Joe Budden, and they were asking him, like, what's a hit song that you think in the race from music history?
What did he say?
He said, Return of the Mac.
Oh.
He said he hates that song. That song is great.
Return of the Mac.
That's one of my favorite songs. Yes. Yes. That's a banger. What? He said he hates that song.
That is a barbecue starter.
Mark Morris.
I hate that song.
Shout out to the Joe Budden podcast, but so many people was agreeing with him. They was like, yeah, that's
really.
Yeah.
Let's keep getting on Wiz Khalifa. Yeah. I'm gonna put somebody on that, man.
Return of the Mac, man.
Return of the Mac, though. He said the earth is flat, bro. He's losing his mind. He's high.
Wait, did you know that's like a big thing, though?
So you believe it's round?
Flat earth was
It's round. I mean, I can't go.
It has to be round because the sun, or what is it called, goes around.
How do you know?
Because I watch the sunset and it goes
Where?
down.
No. How do you know it's not flat?
Because on the other side of the world, it's gonna be up when it's down over here.
So you think we're in a sphere?
We are.
Okay, so what happens when you get to the edge of the sphere?
So do you think we're spinning?
We
Or
are.
you think we're just revolving?
I'm not sure which way it's going, but we moving.
Okay, so when you get to the edge of the sphere, what do you think happens then? You just fall out? You go to space, you go to the edge.
Everybody up and down at the same exact time.
Exactly.
And not go to the edge of the earth and fall off into space. It's open.
Find the edge of the earth.
Look, bro.
Like, if I'm headed
No, but technically speaking, if you think that the earth is a ball, right?
Yeah.
Right there, paralyzed him and won him the fight.
I've got to see that again.
referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
Some fighters, when
they're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
You to go back out the middle. You can't miss it. Keep work. Stay focused. Don't look back. Just boxing. Just be smart. Just get your shots off and don't give him anything. Go back and win the round, right? It's only one round that you've lost. Don't hold it up. You're still landing power shots. Good work. Don't forget. You've got to go out there and win this round. You had everything.
Let's get it started in round 3. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Jab to the body. Haven't seen a lot of those. How about that time counter shot? They have no respect for each other's punching power. This is a high-octane battle. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. They threw the hook, it didn't land. Only catching air with that hook. Oh, and Tyson Fury just got rocked. This could be it. Tyson Fury, one of the great heavyweight champions. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Bo in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
I like that round. Good work. Good man. Just show him. Get back out there and win the round.
There's the bell for round 4. Got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
How about that time counter shot? Nobody home with that hook. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Only catching air with that hook. And that hook misses. Missing with the hook. jab just got blocked. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Bo in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently? Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
And the big fella stumbling backwards. And right back into the fray.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Couldn't land that jab. Does well to block that left jab. They exchange punches. No rest for the weary. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Bo in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Just keep him on the end of it. Just get your rhythm back, and then we go again. Start slipping a few body shots in there. Then he took a little bit so we can't pick up. When you go out, just take the round off, win the round.
On to the sixth round. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get sucked.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Big Daddy in trouble. Looks like they've shaken it off.
Bing Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights. Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. And Bo is dazed. How did they not go down?
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
And Tyson Fury just got clipped. The big fella might be in big trouble. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Nice defense, avoiding the right uppercut. There's a counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Bo in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute.
Here comes round 7. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Swing and a miss with the hook. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, this...
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Whoa, Bo took that and he didn't take it well at all. I don't know, I gotta take another look at that.
That's lights out right there.
The big fella stumbling backwards. Looks like trouble was averted.
Step back, compose yourself.
10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Talk about Bo in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown. And we enter the 8th round. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Lincoln, you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Well, look at his corner, look for the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Big Daddy in trouble. True champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did they do? What did they tell him when he got back to the corner?
Oh, hold on a second, Johnny. And Bo and the Big Daddy hits the floor. Look at that shot to the head, and there's no way they were going to stand up to that one.
A shot from the gods took him out.
Total domination with 10 seconds to go. The judges have spoken, a unanimous decision victory.